Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Grant Ellis stepped into season 29 of The Bachelor with the kind of charisma, vulnerability, and charm that fans immediately gravitated toward. As the second black lead in the show's history and a fan favorite from his earlier Bachelorette season, expectations were high. Throughout the journey, his ability to form authentic connections with the women made him stand out, but it also made his finale decision excruciatingly difficult. From the earliest episodes, Juliana emerged as one of the frontrunners. The 28-year-old client services associate shared values and life experiences that mirrored Grant's own. Both spoke openly about struggles with loneliness, about being perceived as strong yet misunderstood individuals, and about wanting to build a relationship grounded in peace and loyalty. Their bond felt raw, real, and at least for audiences, destined to last. At the same time, Lisha carved out her own space in Grant's heart. Warm, open, and confident, she was the kind of woman who instantly clicked with his family. She impressed his parents, offered clear visions of what life together could look like, and projected a kind of stability that seemed perfect for Grant's future. If Juliana represented emotional alignment, Lisha represented security and partnership. As the season neared its conclusion, the tension became almost unbearable. Grant admitted, both on camera and in private interviews, that he could genuinely see himself with either woman. He told producers he pictured Lisha as his wife, yet with Juliana, he felt an inner calm and emotional resonance that pulled at him in ways he couldn't ignore. Family visits deepened the dilemma. His parents praised Lisha's maturity but questioned the differences in their timelines for children. With Juliana, however, the visit brought tears. When Grant told her he loved her first, the usually reserved contestant broke down and reciprocated. For a show often criticized for surface-level drama, the rawness of this exchange stood out. That set the stage for one of the most dramatic finales in recent memory. Under the Caribbean sun, at a beautifully staged platform in the Dominican Republic, the moment of truth arrived. Lisha was the first to step forward, and she poured her heart out. She confessed her love and outlined a shared future. Grant listened pained, before gently but firmly telling her he couldn't move forward. "I'm not your person," he said, a line that left fans in tears. Minutes later, Juliana approached. Her speech centered on faith, family, and belief that together, the sky was the limit. Grant dropped to one knee, promising to stand by her as her partner and friend. She said yes. The proposal was heartfelt, the kiss passionate, and the cameras captured what felt like the fairy tale ending. On After the Final Rose, the couple appeared glowing. They revealed plans to move to Boston together, spoke about how they navigated the emotional storm of watching the season back, and assured fans their bond was strong. Juliana told viewers she gave Grant grace for his indecision, while Grant admitted she had been his piece all along. But as Bachelor Nation knows all too well, the afterglow doesn't always last. Just 3 months later, in June, the couple announced their breakup. Both shared carefully worded statements on social media, calling the decision mutual and amicable. For fans invested in their story, the news came as a shock. Juliana later spoke on the Trading Secrets podcast, admitting the split was harder on her than she let on. She said she felt embarrassed, even worried about what her family would think, but ultimately found strength in their support. She praised Grant as a good man and stressed that she held no resentment. Grant, meanwhile, offered his side on Instagram Live. "I didn't break up with anybody," he clarified, emphasizing that the decision was mutual. He explained they simply weren't right for each other long-term. "I'm not heartbroken. Life goes on," he said calmly, insisting he doesn't revisit past relationships once they end. The former couple also confirmed they're no longer in contact. Juliana retreated into privacy, posting less about her personal life, while Grant leaned into personal growth. He announced plans to take a solo trip to Italy, the same trip gifted to him and Juliana on After the Final Rose. Instead of canceling, he chose to go alone, framing it as a chance for reflection and self-discovery. That decision resonated with many fans. After all, the Bachelor franchise is notorious for fast-paced engagements that fizzle when real life begins. Grant's pragmatic approach, owning the breakup, moving forward without bitterness, and focusing on personal goals, painted him as mature and grounded. So where does that leave him now? The big question has been whether Grant is dating again. Rumors sparked when he was seen out with friends and spotted with a mystery woman at a charity event. But in every interview since the breakup, he has been clear. He is single, not rushing into anything, and enjoying his independence. "I'm just chilling," he told fans. For now, his priority is himself. Meanwhile, Juliana has embraced a quieter path. During a social media Q&A, she explained she doesn't want to overshare her private life anymore. The experience, she said, taught her the importance of boundaries. Fans praised her for handling the breakup with grace, even while admitting her disappointment. Together, their story fits a familiar Bachelor arc: romance, proposal, and heartbreak. But it also feels different. Both Grant and Juliana avoided the bitterness and public feuds that often follow franchise splits. They spoke respectfully of each other, took ownership of their parts in the breakup, and chose to move forward separately. The Bachelor franchise thrives on drama, but this story, while dramatic in its finale, ends with quiet maturity. Grant Ellis remains one of the most talked about leads in years, a man who openly grappled with love, vulnerability, and difficult choices in front of millions. Juliana Pasquarosa leaves the franchise with dignity and admiration from fans. And though their relationship didn't last, the narrative of growth, honesty, and resilience ensures their season will be remembered. Grant's journey doesn't close with heartbreak. It pivots toward a new chapter. Whether that chapter includes a new partner down the line or simply self-discovery, one thing is clear. Both Grant and Juliana are rewriting what it means to walk away from The Bachelor with lessons, not regrets. Juliana Pasquarosa and Grant Ellis found love on national TV thanks to The Bachelor Season 29 and privately called it quits nearly 3 months after their engagement. Now, Juliana is opening up about their breakup and how they came to the tough decision. The Bachelor Nation alum paid a visit to Jason Tartick's Trading Secrets podcast on August 18th, where she got candid about her life post-breakup. She shared that her family was top of mind for her when she and Grant decided to call off their highly publicized engagement. "It's so odd because I think I was having so much angst about the breakup being announced because I felt oddly embarrassed on the sense that, on my family's end, we take marriage very seriously and just before even filming. I had this goal like, I just want to make my family proud of who I am when they watch it back. So that was really hard for me," she explained. Juliana also admitted that she was scared of what her parents would think about the split, adding, "Of course, they didn't judge me and they didn't find it embarrassing, but that was what I struggled with the most. I really didn't care what anybody else thought. I was just like, I really hope my family's not upset with me." As Juliana watched her season back, she reflected on how upset she'd get with her ex-fiancé. "There were times in conversations that I watched when he would say certain things. I would get more upset with him because I'm like, do you understand the weight of what you just said to that person?" she said. "More as an accountability than being flustered because I knew that he was going to be doing that when I was filming, and I can't be upset with something that I agreed to do. So I reminded myself of that a lot." She and Grant revealed that they broke up with separate social media statements on June 13th. The former Bachelor broke the news on his Instagram stories, writing, "There's no negativity here. No resentment. Just two people who care about each other and want the best for one another moving forward." While she didn't feel like she owed an explanation to fans of the franchise at the time, she clarified, "I think it would have been nice to provide some clarity, but I also think that that would have been a really hard conversation for Grant and I to have on how do we verbalize it." Juliana said, adding that they mutually agreed to call things off. "After the initial conversation, we had a lot of conversations. It made sense for the both of us." As for what she hopes for her ex, there's no bad blood between the Bachelor alums. "I want to see him succeed and I will always support him," she shared. "I think he's a really great, genuine guy, and I can tell he's supporting me from afar." We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.